We're going to cut way down, and we're cutting a lot further than 5,000. Thank you very much.
In a significant development, US President Donald Trump said that the United States will significantly reduce its troop presence in Germany, signaling a major shift in American military posture in Europe. Speaking to the reporters before boarding Air Force One in Florida, Donald Trump said that the planned drawdown would go well beyond the Pentagon's earlier announcement of withdrawing around 5,000 troops. We are going to cut way down, and we are cutting a lot further than 5,000, he stated, without giving further details on the numbers or timelines. Well, the Pentagon had earlier confirmed that about 5,000 of the roughly 36,000 US troops stationed in Germany would be withdrawn over the next 6 to 12 months. The move followed what officials described as a comprehensive review of US force posture in Europe. However, Donald Trump's comments indicated that the reduction could be significantly larger, though no official figures beyond the initial plan were confirmed. And the decision comes amid rising tensions between Washington and several NATO allies over the US military actions related to the ongoing conflict involving Iran, which began on February 28. Well, Donald Trump, a frequent critic of NATO, has repeatedly questioned the alliance's effectiveness, calling it a paper tiger and arguing that member states are not doing enough to support US-led operations. He also claimed that NATO allies failed to provide meaningful backing for American actions in Iran. It is a claim that is disputed by several European governments that have instead raised serious concerns over Washington's approach. Relations between the US and Germany have also become strained. Germany hosts key American military installations including Ramstein Air Base and the headquarters of US European Command. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz recently said that the United States was being humiliated by Iranian leadership, a remark that has drew criticism from Washington. Germany currently hosts about 36,000 US troops. That is a number which has been increased after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, when NATO strengthened its eastern deterrence posture. And the withdrawal of 5,000 troops represents roughly 1/7 of US forces in Germany and would primarily involve Army and Air Force personnel. While the officials said that the move would have limited direct combat impact, defense analysts noted that it could carry strong symbolic implications for US commitment to European security. And some reports also suggest that the only permanent US brigade combat team in Germany, along with aviation and support units, could be affected, though details remain unconfirmed. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius described the development as foreseeable, saying European NATO members must take greater responsibility for their own defense, while emphasizing that US forces remain crucial to shared security interests. NATO spokesperson Alison Hart said that the alliance was seeking clarification from Washington and stressed the significance of increased European defense investment and burden sharing. Well, in the United States, the decision has drawn bipartisan concerns. Democratic lawmakers criticized the move, while Republican leaders on the Senate and the House Armed Services Committees warned it could weaken deterrence and send the wrong signal to Russia's President Vladimir Putin amid the ongoing war in Ukraine. They also called for closer consultation with Congress on any major changes to the US forces' posture in Europe. Pentagon officials said that the drawdown followed a thorough, multi-layered review of operational requirements, though some defense sources suggested military branches were not fully briefed in advance. And the Department of Defense maintained that the decision reflects changing strategic conditions and ongoing global force realignment. And the announcement also comes amid broader tensions between the US and European Union over trade issues, with Donald Trump criticizing EU compliance with agreements and signaling possible tariff increases on European automotive imports. And around 80,000 to 100,000, that is 1 lakh US troops, are typically stationed across Europe. Depending on rotations and exercises, it is a number that grew after the Ukraine war began in 2022. And as the NATO and the United States continue discussions to clarify the scope of the reduction, this move marks a significant moment in transatlantic relations and raises questions about the future balance of security responsibilities between Washington and its European allies. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.